Okay, Neon Danish. We actually have her now. Okay, so we'll be taking a look about her sets, her promotions, and of course her artifacts and what builds use, and we'll be using her in various tests using the mastery challenges. Okay, all right. So for Neon Danish, that suffers for the promotions. For 2 stars, we have the loop optimization. The cookies restores MP when the second is switched out. The MPs only works for Shining Berry and her, which is actually interesting. And of course, we have the reduce of the maintenance zone created, which is actually interesting. Next is we have the 3-star admin privileges, which is the duration of emergency firewall is increased. It's actually pretty cool. Next is we have is the refactoring. The hotfix effect also increases ultimate damage. Ultimate damage is also increased. I mean, not gonna lie, these promotions are really cool. Makes me and Danish a really good support. Okay, now let's move on to actually wait, what is this? Sorry. Okay, this is the same. Now let's move on to her artifact. Okay, so for her artifact is actually the hidden cheat item. Start of the battle, Neon Danish gains 100 MP, which means you can use her ultimate and her special skill, which is actually pretty cool. That grants an effects for the maintenance zone and the hidden exploit. Also the admin access has the elemental damage increase, that is the buff. Well, we have the hidden exploit, which is actually the debuff that she will give. So not only she's a buffer, she's also a debuffer to enemies. I mean, ultimate damage taken. That is actually pretty interesting. Shining Berry is all about ultimate damage, so this debuff from her would definitely increase the damage of Shining Berry. It's actually pretty cool. And then not only that, she's actually one of the newest supports to actually has the debuff the ultimate damage. We have that from the taggers, the newer ones, but for the support, I think she's a first. Pretty cool. Alright, now let's move on to her skills. Skills, the digital mana orbs. Hits with basic attack restores MP, and you also have the passive recovery and of course more restored MP. Basic attack. So over here we have the Pixel Pew, which is actually the first to the 4th hit that actually been increasing every single time. And of course we have the charge appeal. And also, by the way, the Pixel Pew also restores MP, her MP. Actually pretty cool. Next is we have is the charge up heal. If you're using the basic attack and if you want to heal as her, you have to hold her basic attack so that she can heal. And also this will also links to enemies and of course into allies, restoring their HP, and also might as well restore their MP. Next is we have the sync update deprecation, which is actually for enemies this time. This actually gives them movement speed, reduced movement speed, and of course deals damage. To her special skill, the firewall is actually a pretty interesting shield, and then of course we also have the some decent durability, some damage reduction, and also they also gives heal. Actually pretty cool. Alright, now let's move on to the dash. We have the flow. She actually doesn't dash yet. She does have damage taken, which is actually pretty cool, and of course she has that mixed movement speed. Next is her ultimate, maintenance zone. It actually pretty cool hotfix allies, and you actually have the critical error buff. You also have the maintenance zone that also gives MP. So you actually want to keep hitting as Neon Danish if you want this ultimate to stay a lot more longer as it should be. Okay, then we have the 60% for percent per second. We also have some skill damage, and of course the critical error, the ultimate damage taken, and also increases the hot fixes for the attack. Actually pretty interesting. Alright, now let's move on to the equipment. Of course, since she is a buffer, you would run the Arsenal Magician set with of course attack on the head and body, and legs will have that buff amplification. You want that as high as possible so that she can give the most amount of buffs. Next is for the unique. You want her unique that only gives her the unique ability of having more buff amplification and of course increasing a little bit of that extra damage. Seasonite, you actually want the Herbeyl Seasonite. I don't have one yet. hopefully you can still have fun. So yeah, you want the super epic Seasonite because it gives a lot more stats. Okay, so for now we will be testing her in the various areas of her mastery, and actually almost finished her, so I might just finish it right now. Okay, so first up, let's just go with the bee forest. There we go. Sure, swap it a little bit. Go with you. And then neon Danish. There she is. There we go. Wait, I need roti. Hang on. There we go. Okay, we'll see you guys there. Alright, we are here. We're just gonna use her. Okay, so here is her basic attack. And if you want to heal and debuff, there we go. Pretty cool actually, right? Look at that. Look how far it is. Actually interesting. The interesting part about this is if you get hit, it will the charging part will be removed. Then here's the ultimate. Boom. There we go. And then you need to restore HP. You need to restore MP to get it. So there we go. And let me just finish this real quick. Pretty cool. Alright, we'll see you in the Ascension at mine. Alright, we are here, Ascension Light. Here we go. Let's go with you. We can use this. The interesting is that doesn't actually reduce the MP, which is actually interesting. Link. Look at that. Interesting, right? I like the link though. Oh jeez. Okay, that's my fault. Here's the ultimate. The interesting part about this is, yeah, it's staying for quite a while. So yeah, and if it's defeated, then you basically are gonna have to restore it up again. It's really good. I think she's actually working really well in bosses. The fact that her MP on her ultimate doesn't really go away. It's actually really cool. Use this. Celebrate. And that also has a little bit of a duration. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. There we go, pretty good. Alright, we'll see you in the Gangster Hideout. Okay, we are here. You can go for here. I mean, it's pretty good range, actually, not gonna lie. There we go, perfect. Okay, let me just speed this up. Over here, there we go. Boom. We can go for here, though, why not? The interesting part about this is her ultimate needs to get hit, otherwise it will disappear, which is the annoying and downside, which is really annoying. Wait, let me just finish this quick. There we go. This might be the most boring one ever, I don't know why. There we go. There we go. Pretty good. Okay, so we are actually here in the training camp because I almost forgot. So yeah, first of all is let's see how she heals. In order for you to heal is you can go like this. Pretty cool actually. It is also damages the enemies. This is when you hold her basic attack. It's pretty cool. Let's go to the other side. Let's see how far. Then there we go. There she is basically. Right about here. There we go. 3 enemies is actually not that bad, and they do indeed take damage, and you also restore a little of that MP. Now let's move on here. So we put this down. We got that debuff and this. Okay, then interesting. And then you basically keep on attacking. This ultimate right here drains MP. There we go. And if you're out of the zone, you don't get the buff, but you're inside, you do get the buff. It's actually pretty cool. So as long as you keep hitting the enemies with MP with your basic attack, this ultimate can pretty much stay for quite a while, actually, not gonna lie. And if you swap, nothing also changes, actually pretty cool. So like this, then we can use this. And then let's see if this actually restores MP a little bit quicker. One thing that you have to keep in mind though is you need to constantly check on her if the MP is about to run out, because otherwise you might have to swap using her, so that way you have this ultimate for quite a long time. It's actually interesting. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, last part of the showcase will be the Mirage Hunts. Okay, so we have Winter's Fury, Watch the Hands, and the Bubblegum Cleanup. So might as well do those. Okay, that's pretty good. And yeah, we'll see you guys in there. Alright, we are here. So use this. We'll try to be as fast as we can, but Frosty doesn't as much with the phase as should be. There we go. I mean, that's definitely going to be the combo. You want the special skill Leaf, you want the special skill from both your support and your tagger, and then Shining Mirror will do the rest. I mean, that's basically it. Light right now is, I think, is strong, not the strongest, but I think it works pretty fine. It's still there. Still quite a competitive element. Pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to the next one. There we go. Da-da-da. Next is this one. Watch the Hands. Alright, we'll see you guys there. Here we are. So use this. Come on. There we go. Lemon didn't have to go phase. Pretty cool burst. It's really fun. Next one. The next one. Go over here. Alright, last one. The Operation Bubblegum. Pretty interesting, very bad. We'll see you there. And we are here. The interesting part about this is she moves very bad, moves a lot, so I'm thinking that this should be pretty interesting. Yeah, she moves a lot, so yeah, pretty great. Come on, do not go face, please. Don't get me. Come on. She did go face, just so annoying, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Ton of these. Let me use this first. There we go. Alright, last one. Let's use this. I can see it. Oh my god, okay. Oh wait, he's gone. No, don't you dare. There we go, now you're good. There we go. Use this, and then just, you know, attack it. Use this. There we go. Pretty nice. Alright, last one is we just need to claim that mastery title. Alright, here we go. Go over here. Claim this. Oh wait, sorry. Misclicked. There we go. There we go. 13k. I mean, not that bad. And boom. Mastery title claimed. Alright. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.